Have you ever stopped to think that maybe your sleep problem doesn't start in bed, but on your plate? Let me ask you a very direct question. What if what you eat at night is destroying your sleep without you realizing it? Because many people go to bed tired, turn off the light, close their eyes, and still the body doesn't turn off. The heart gets faster, the mind starts to work. Sleep comes light, fragmented, or simply doesn't come at all. And almost no one associates it with dinner. Most believe that sleeping poorly is due to stress, anxiety, cell phones, or insomnia itself. All of this influences, yes, but there's an invisible mistake, repeated every night, that teaches your brain to stay alert exactly when it should be resting. And the most curious thing is that this error seems completely normal. You have dinner thinking you did something light, something common, something that always worked. Maybe a quick meal, maybe something practical after a tiring day. But the body doesn't interpret food in the same way as our intention. He interprets signs. And at night, any food is a direct message to the brain. We need to be active, or it's safe to switch off. The problem is that many of the foods that make up modern dining send the wrong signal. When you eat certain foods at night, even though you don't think you overindulged, your nervous system is activated. Digestion becomes heavier, heart rate rises subtly, metabolism goes into work mode. This directly interferes with the release of melatonin, which is the deep sleep hormone. Without enough melatonin, the body may lie down, but it won't truly rest. Sleep becomes shallow, any noise wakes you up, and the brain remains in a state of vigilance. This is why so many people wake up in the middle of the night without understanding why. Here comes an important break in belief. It's not just coffee or sugar that disrupts sleep. These are the obvious villains. Everyone has heard of them, but there are foods considered harmless, even healthy at other times of the day, that act as a silent stimulus at night. They don't give you visible energy. They don't get you on immediately, but they keep your body working when it should be slowing down. And the brain learns this. If you repeat the same eating pattern every night, he starts to associate that time with activity, not rest. The result appears hours later. You lie down tired, but your body remains awake. Breathing doesn't deepen, muscles don't release completely, the mind doesn't seem to trust sleep, and then thoughts arise like, why can't I sleep if I'm exhausted? The answer is often not in the pillow, nor in the anxiety of the next day. It's in what you put on your plate a few hours earlier. And the most dangerous thing about this invisible error is that it becomes normalized. You've been doing this for so long that you believe your body is just like that. That waking up at dawn is normal. That light sleep is part of adult life. But it doesn't. The human body is programmed to slow down at night as long as it receives the right signals. And night eating is one of the strongest signs there is. Now tell me in the comments, do you usually have a late dinner or eat something before bed? Have you ever noticed that you sleep worse on specific days? Right here, dinner gets in the way, if that makes sense to you. Because in the next part, I will show you exactly how certain foods trick the brain and make it wake you up in the middle of the night, even when you think you are doing everything right. And before I move on to the next part, I want to take a quick pause here, because maybe this video isn't coming to you by chance. If you have had difficult nights, broken sleep, waking up tired, with a racing mind or a restless heart, I want to invite you not to face this alone. Write your prayer request in the comments. It could be something simple. It could just be pray for me. It could be a word, a name, a situation. We will pray together for this. Sometimes the body is tired, but the soul also needs rest, and prayer is a real way to release this burden. If this content makes sense to you, leave a like now. This helps this video reach others who are going through the exact same silent struggle at night. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because here we talk about sleep, mind, body, and peace in a way that really transforms the routine, not just theory, but practice, awareness, and care. Stay with me, because in the next part I'll explain how exactly food sends the wrong signals to the brain during the night, why it makes so many people wake up between 2 and 4 a.m., and what's happening inside your body while you think the problem is just insomnia. Don't leave here. When night comes, your body no longer wants performance, productivity, or extra energy. He wants security, previsibility, and deceleration. For thousands of years, nighttime has always meant one thing very clearly for the human brain: stop, save energy, and go into repair mode. The problem is that in the modern world, especially through nighttime eating, We break this natural signal without realizing it, and the body doesn't argue with habits, it just reacts to them. This is exactly where the silent conflict begins between you trying to sleep and your body refusing to shut down. When you eat foods that require heavy digestion at night, your body goes into work mode at the wrong time. The digestive system needs energy, blood flow, metabolic activity. This causes the body to release hormones that do not combine with deep sleep. One of the main ones is cortisol, known as the alert hormone. Even at small elevations, it is enough to keep the brain in a state of vigilance. You don't realize it consciously, but the body understands that it's not time to completely shut down yet. Furthermore, many foods consumed at dinner cause glucose spikes. Glucose rises quickly, the body releases insulin to compensate, and a few hours later, there is a sudden drop. This fluctuation is one of the most common reasons why so many people wake up between 2 and 4 a.m. The brain interprets this fall as a sign of internal instability and activates protective mechanisms. The heart speeds up slightly, breathing becomes shorter, and deep sleep is interrupted. You wake up without knowing why, with that strange feeling of alertness in the middle of the night. At this moment, many people think it is anxiety, worry, or excessive thinking, but in many cases it's not the mind that wakes up first. It's the body. The mind just follows along. The brain has been trained to react to any sign of a possible internal threat. If something in your body goes out of balance during the night, it would rather wake you up than run the risk of keeping you unconscious. This is an ancient survival mechanism. The problem is that today, the threat is not external, it is metabolic. That's why you can go to bed exhausted, sleep quickly, and still wake up in the middle of the night feeling like you haven't rested at all. Sleep becomes superficial, fragmented, without continuity. The body spends the night resolving internal processes that could have been avoided if the right signals had been sent at dinner. While you're trying to sleep, your body is busy trying to sort out what you ate, and this prevents him from entering the deeper phases of sleep, responsible for physical, mental, and emotional recovery. Over time, this creates a pattern. The brain learns that that early morning hour is a time of instability. He begins to anticipate awakening. Therefore, some people always wake up at the same time night after night. It's no coincidence. It's biological conditioning. Night eating becomes an invisible trigger that teaches the body to remain alert, even in the dark, even in silence, even when you are tired. The agitated mind is just the consequence. Racing thoughts, worries appearing out of nowhere, the feeling that rest isn't coming. All of this is born first in the body. A body that has not received the necessary safety signal to shut down. A body that has come to associate the night with internal work, not recovery. And then comes that common phrase, I slept, but it feels like I didn't sleep. This is a sleep without depth, without restoration, without a true reset of the nervous system. And the most dangerous thing is that many people try to solve this just in bed. Change the pillow, change the position, try breathing techniques, but continue to repeat the same eating pattern at night. The brain doesn't negotiate with intentions. It responds to signals. If the signal sent is activity, it responds with an alert, just like that. Now, before continuing, I want you to join me here in the comments because this really helps this content reach more people who are going through the same thing. If you usually wake up between 2 and 4 a.m., you say exactly that. I wake up at dawn. If you feel like you are sleeping but not resting, write shallow sleep. And if this sentence made sense to you, while you're trying to sleep, your body is busy trying to sort out what you ate. Comment, my body won't turn off. In the next part, I'll show you how to change this signal at night and teach your body that it's finally safe to sleep. After understanding how food sends the wrong signals to the brain during the night, comes the part that changes everything. The problem was never eating at night, but the type of signal you teach your body to interpret at that time. The human body does not need hunger to sleep well. On the contrary, going hungry at night is also a sign of threat. What the body needs is coherence, predictability, a pattern that clearly says it's okay, we don't need to pay attention, we can switch off. At night, the nervous system seeks security. He needs to feel that there are no peaks, no excesses, no surprises. When nighttime eating is chaotic, each day a different time, each day a type of food, each night a different stimulus, the brain doesn't trust rest. It goes into a silent standby mode as if ready to act at any moment. This prevents deep sleep, keeps the mind alert, and makes the body wake up for no apparent reason. Not because you have insomnia, but because your body didn't receive the right signal. There is a simple but extremely powerful concept that almost no one talks about: food that signals rest. It's not about calories, fad diets, or strict rules. It's about how certain foods, when consumed at night, communicate calm to the nervous system. They do not require excessive digestive effort, do not cause sudden glucose spikes, and do not activate alert hormones. They tell the brain that the internal environment is stable, predictable, and safe. Another fundamental point is lightness. Lightness does not mean little food, it means food that is easy to process at that time. When digestion occurs without overloading the body is able to direct energy to repair processes and not to put out metabolic fires. This helps maintain a more stable heart rate, deeper breathing, and natural transition into deep sleep. It is in this state that melatonin can act without being interrupted. Predictability also plays a huge role. Eating at more or less the same time every night, with similar patterns, teaches the brain to anticipate rest. He starts getting ready before you even go to bed. The human body loves routine, especially when it comes to sleep. When nighttime eating follows a predictable rhythm, the brain reduces vigilance and releases the mechanisms that allow it to truly switch off. This doesn't happen overnight, but when it does, the difference is absurd. Another detail that almost no one notices is the emotional effect of food at night. Certain foods bring a feeling of comfort, stability, and calm satiety without generating internal excitement. This helps the mind to slow down along with the body. When the mind realizes that the body is calm, it stops looking for problems. Many nocturnal thoughts don't come out of nowhere. They arise because the body is still in a state of alert. When the body relaxes, the mind follows. Therefore, sleeping well doesn't start in bed. It starts hours before. It starts with how you teach your body to interpret the end of the day. When night eating respects the biological rhythm, the brain stops seeing the night as a dangerous period. He understands that he doesn't need to wake you up at 2, 3, or 4 in the morning to check if everything is okay. He trusts the process, and when the brain trusts, it allows deep sleep. This is exactly why, when you decide what you eat at night, your brain stops waking you up for no reason. Nocturnal awakenings decrease, sleep becomes more continuous, and that feeling of, "I slept, but I didn't rest," begins to disappear. Not because you did something extreme, but because you finally sent the right signal, a sign of security, constancy, and rest. In the next video, I'll show you exactly which types of foods help send this signal, which times work best, and which simple mistakes still sabotage sleep even when the intention is good. It will be a practical, clear, and easy to apply part in everyday life. Now, so I know you're with me this far, write "eating to sleep" in the comments if that makes sense to you. If you feel that your body doesn't trust rest, comment, "My body doesn't relax." And if you want a continuation with practical examples, write part 2 below. And if you identified with all of this, if at any point in this video you thought, "It looks like he's talking exactly to me," then subscribe to the channel now. This space exists to help you sleep better, calm your mind, and teach your body to truly switch off, without empty promises and without dangerous shortcuts. Subscribing is the way to ensure that you will continue to receive content that can change your nights, and over time, your quality of life. If you made it to the end of this video, comment below, "I want to sleep better." This quote is important because in addition to showing that you stuck with me until the end, it also helps this video reach others who are going through the same silent struggle at night. If you prefer, you can also comment, "I relate," or "My sleep needs to improve." And before leaving, leave a like. A like is simple, quick, but it makes a huge difference so that this content continues to be delivered to those who really need to hear it. It's his way of saying, "This helped me. Now it won't go away." The next video has already appeared. I read the screen, and in it I will get into the practical part: what to eat at night, what mistakes to avoid, and how to adjust your eating routine to finally allow you to sleep soundly. Click on it now, and stay with me. Thank you for being here, for trusting this content, and for taking care of your rest. See you in the next video.